Oh, they just leave. All right, welcome back to another High School Principal Reacts. I'm Brandon, and I'm a high school principal from Georgia. I'm going to be taking a look at Captain Underpants once again, but this time it's the series. The movie was so successful, the first epic movie, they made a number of series and other shows. This is the epic Tales of Captain Underpants. I'm going to be taking a look at the very first episode. Let's go. And by the way, of course, if you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel.
Chapter 1, PE is PU.
PE is PU. There's a little bit of truth to that. Yeah, in PE, you do sweat. And if you're really participating, and yeah, sweat stinks.
Are we supposed to?
No! You're out there being a disturbance to the world while you're supposed to be in PE!
Yeah, I've never seen a poster like that, but skipping class is a real thing.
We have a note from the doctor.
That note is from a vet!
I was feeling sheepish. My dog's hurt. I was catatonic. I felt ill.
And this is a little weird for me because usually kids, if anything, they try to get out of other classes to go to the gym where PE classes are taking place. So this is a strange twist here. Is that the school handbook?
Aha! Rule number 6,324. It is against the rules for any student to ride a water buffalo or any type of bison to the wake.
Yeah, never heard of such a rule. So Captain Underpants has a lot of whimsical, silly stuff in it, but there are shreds of accuracy here. One of which is, as principal, you do tend to look stuff up in the handbook. Every school has what's known as a handbook. That is basically all the rules of the school. It's going to be approved by the local Board of Education, and whatever's in there is kind of the law of the land in terms of the school. So it's not a big book like that. You're going to have a little spiral bound thing that students use as a planner or hall passes, stuff like that. You're also going to have an electronic copy of it. I typically do look up stuff. I will open up that document and just do the old Control F to find whatever it is I'm looking for. There's not going to be 6,000 rules, although sometimes it does seem like it because the handbook attempts to cover every little thing. But when there's something unusual, I do look it up in the handbook.
Aha! Incomplete PE credits may be cause for indefinite Saturday detention.
You just wrote that in there.
PE!
But Mr.
Okay. So he just added something to the handbook with a pen and then is enforcing it. He could get fired for that, believe it or not. You must go by the handbook. I've seen it or heard about it where principals have been fired for doing that. So yeah, that's a huge no-no. But if it's in there, you can absolutely enforce it.
Meter, the gym coach, doesn't like
Nobody likes you!
We like us too. Isn't there any possible thing we could possibly do to possibly get out of PE? Possible.
Chapter 2, no, there's not.
Heads up!
And you know, there's some truth to that also. A lot of states and jurisdictions, I'm thinking probably most of them, do require that. Georgia's no exception. Students have to have some type of physical education, and it's really tough to avoid it. There are isolated incidents of other things counting as PE, but there are very few and far between. More than likely, you're going to have to do PE at some point in time. Most kids, though, love it. They'll try to go to PE even when they're not assigned to it.
If you flabby flabs want to pass PE, you will need to move the scale to pass PE.
Okay. I'm laughing because a lot of PE classes do have some sort of physical fitness test. Not necessarily to pass the class, but to measure growth. In other words, you know, you see how many push-ups or sit-ups or whatever it may be you can do at the beginning, and then measure it at the end. And the hope is that, you can do more at the end than you could to start with. This looks like a carnival ride or carnival game. That's pretty funny.
If you are unable to do so, you flabby flabs. Could
And I don't know why they're portraying the coach this way. This is like a conglomeration of all the different stereotypes with a school PE coach. He's stuttering, he's overweight, he's showing his belly there, and he's in like a sloppy tracksuit. Now, it is true, PE teachers, I mean, you're going to be running and exercising with students. They are allowed to dress more casually than the other teachers. But yeah, this guy's kind of a joke.
repeat gym for up to 22 years.
22 years more or total?
Hey, this is gym, no math.
I don't think we can stay in elementary school for 22 years.
No, you can't.
I did, and no math. Okay, Erica, we'll start with you.
Mr. Maynor, while perusing the school's bylaws in an attempt to serve justice, I find my extracurricular athletics, aka modern dance class, can and will exclude me from said proposed activity.
Wow. I did not know this was going to come up. I mentioned earlier that there are instances where you can get PE some other way. And yeah, modern dance is typically one of them. If you're in a dance class, I used to work at a school where there was modern and ballet dance. They work out probably harder than anybody in PE. So you can actually fulfill that credit requirement. In most high schools, in Georgia high schools, you have to have a PE credit, but there are other little almost loopholes or other ways you can get that. Typically, it's going to be some sort of activity that also is really physically demanding. JROTC is one that immediately comes to mind, and that makes total sense. That's surprising here. This good for her.
Activities. I'm out.
Yes, you're up.
Actually,
Yeah, she got out of it.
We're having the Festival of Good Har, and my har is so good.
Har,
Har.
har,
The Festival of Good Har.
har,
Har.
hair,
Har.
hair,
Har.
har.
I like have a note from my hairstylist that I can't mess my
Huh?
hair here, so yeah.
Now that one wouldn't work. Hairstyles, nah. But the first girl, no, that's legit.
I guess that just leaves you three.
Those two, actually. I will be leaving shortly.
What's his
You
excuse?
think you're pretty smart, yet don't you, Sneedly?
Yes.
Melvin Sneedly, in fact, is very smart. From a young age, Melvin displayed immense talent at designing and building contraptions that are actually beyond the reach of modern science.
As a baby.
But we're ignoring that. He's also a snivelly grade-grubbing tattletale.
I got a frog! I present the Puppet Upinator 2000 for a better body.
Nice save, Melvin. We owe you.
Get your filthy hands away.
Go team.
With this, I will be able to accelerate and protract muscular cell growth and produce... Produce...
Okay.
Massive muscle strength.
Now he can pass the little test. Gross. Here he comes. Well. And this high school gym or this elementary school gym, yeah, pretty typical, kind of dated, but there are many gyms like that are just kind of old and have been used for literally generations.
All right, Flabby Flabs. Since the strength meter is broken,
We can leave?
you can do laps carrying Brunhilde.
No.
Brunhilde was a couch so heavy it had been the scourge of students since forever. Some say it contained the mummified bodies of the last 95 gym teachers going back some 400 years. Others said it was
I love how whimsical this is, and it's not, not that it's accurate, but it has it's poking fun at real life things. I've seen a lot of gym teacher or coaches' offices that have a couch, not quite this bad, but it'll be this old, beat up looking couch, and kids just come in and sit on it and talk to the coach. It's kind of funny.
just full of coins, which it was.
10 laps around the gym and leave it.
Right where it is? Ah, great idea, Mr. Meaner.
You know those people who can't take a joke? So do we. Chapter 3. Bad, Matter, Maddest.
So, in my office 2 times in one day? That's
Average?
fantastic! If you hit 500 visits in one school year, I can send you to a work farm where you milk goats! Now what do you have to say?
And once again, they're poking fun, and it's not at all realistic, but they're poking fun at something that is true to life. So, in his office 2 times in one day, that does happen kind of rarely, but yeah. And he says, if you come to my office a certain number of times, I can send you to a farm. No, but most schools do have some sort of alternative program. And yeah, if you demonstrate a long history of, even if it's minor incidents, that can happen. It's kind of funny.
That was gross.
That's enough out of you! Just like in a court of law, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Nah.
I think
Do you want to be in more trouble? You're in more trouble! Yeah! Protocol, Mr. Meaner.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Mr. Meaner is here to see you.
You're in more trouble! Yeah! What?
This comic of yours is making fun of me. I am mad. Yeah.
Hey, I'm the one getting mad.
Oh, yeah? Look how mad I am. Oh.
Well, look how mad I am!
Oh, they just leave. Oh. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. A lot of the other parts of the episode were just really whimsical stuff, not necessarily about the school, but I really enjoyed this one. Made me laugh a lot, and surprisingly, there's some things in there that are pretty accurate, or things that they're poking fun at that do happen in real life. So if you'd like to see me continue and take a look at the other Captain Underpants episodes, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll peruse them some other time. Once again, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you next time on High School Principal Reacts. Thanks for watching.